In this video, I'm in Malaga, Spain, taking a look at the mighty fortress up on the hill known as Alcazaba. Let's get started.
That's right, we're off on an exploration of a hillside fortress. Its picturesque interior, and some amazing views along the way too. And that's not all. Further on up the hill, we will also explore Gibralfaro Castle. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourself for adventure, because we are about to experience Malaga's Alcazaba. Yeah, I just can't wait to show you this thing. As we enter on inside, you'll immediately notice how fortified this stronghold actually is. We're going to double back a couple of times through a series of gates. And winding our way through the walls and ramparts, we'll keep making our way on upward. Now before we get too far into this thing, let's start with a bit of a background story. Previous settlement in this area actually ranged from Phoenicians to Romans. In the 8th century, the region saw the Muslim conquest. That seems to have been the time that massive fortifications were beginning to be raised here. On up into the 14th century, this fortress would continue to grow by orders of the Nasrid Dynasty. This expansion would include the addition of a majestic palace. And yeah, we'll be seeing that shortly. Now, as impressive as this place may seem, a larger castle would soon be built further on up the hill. And yeah, we'll be checking that out too. So when the late 1400s rolled around, the forces of Ferdinand and Isabella retook Malaga during the Christian reconquest. At this point, Spaniards found themselves back in control over these lands, and over time this stronghold would cease to be used for any type of military functions. After that, they say citizens would move in. And yeah, I'm sure this made a pretty cool neighborhood. In the first half of the 1900s, this entire structure would be taken over by archaeologists, and the restoration process would turn it into what we see today. Just check out this amazing view. Also found the Moorish style architecture to be very visually appealing. Now as we start making our way on into the interior of what would have once been the Nasrid Palace, you'll find that there are a couple of photogenic courtyards containing pools of water. The scenery from up here is pretty astounding, but believe it or not, it actually gets better. Like I mentioned, there is that other fortress up on the hill, connected by these fortification walls. Unfortunately, we can't access it by going this way, so that means we have to go back down the hill and head back up yet another pathway.
Now I've got to do a lot of zigzagging to get to the top of the hill to where the castle is, but I'll get up there to show you that in just a few minutes. If I don't die first, that is. So, wish me luck.
Siege is just being overly dramatic as usual. He normally doesn't die on these adventures. Well, not yet anyway. But hey, you know what? Stay tuned just in case.
Alright, so I finally made it up the hill to explore the castle. Let's see if this is worth it.
Oh, and it is definitely worth almost dying for. Now come on in and let's have a look around. Near the entranceway is a building that functions as a museum. Inside, you will see a collection of military items on display, with uniforms depicting a few different centuries of Spanish style. You will find the grounds of the former Gibralfaro castle to be pretty expansive, with lots of areas to explore. An entire day could easily be spent just roaming around the insides of these walls alone. There really is a lot to take in here, and I'm pretty curious where this structure leads to. Guessing it probably goes down to the dungeon or something. Early fortifications here actually date back to the Phoenicians. It was in the 10th century that the Caliphate of Cordoba took over, and construction lasted until the 14th century, when Spaniards would reclaim this land from the Moors. The conflict didn't stop there. It suffered pretty extensive damage by the French too during Spain's War for Independence. Here we are at the top of the largest defensive structure. This wall over here leads to the northern perimeter. Not only does this section have nice neighborhood views, but a really cool tower to check out too. Now, as awesome as that seems, I actually prefer the picturesque Mediterranean scenery that the south walls have to offer. And as you can see, this place really does make for a great lookout point.
So I finally made up top to the castle, and yes, it is actually worth it. But it's time to head back down and grab something to drink now, because I am wore out and exhausted and dehydrated.
Hey, no need to go back down just yet. They actually have a bar up here too to provide a bit of that much needed relaxation. But right now I do have to make my way out of here to go plan for my next adventure. So hit that subscribe button and I'll see you soon from somewhere else out in the world.